I would really encourage you, if you don't generally watch the entire video from start to finish, I would really encourage you to watch this one from start to finish, because this could drastically change the outcome of your entire life. So how do you make multiple streams of income in life? The first, the most obvious, the most important is have a job. You might have to try around when you're younger, but it's important that when you're younger, you do find a job that you truly love to do, because that's going to be something that you're going to do for the rest of your life. So it's important that you find a job that you feel like you can be promoted within the company, because generally companies give raises within, give promotions, especially if it's a corporate company. I always admire people who start their own business, but I would say 99% of the time you're not going to make more than you would working for a large corporation, moving up the company that way. The second most important thing is invest your money in the stock market. There's a few ways you could do it. My most preferred ways of doing stock market are index funds and individual stocks. So if you want an income from stocks, probably the easiest way is dividend income. You buy individual stocks, they pay dividends. They basically go into your stock brokerage account, and you can cash them out if you'd like, or you can reinvest them. That's another thing, especially if you have that 40-hour-a-week job. A lot of times people work at least 50 hours a week. You're going to be making a lot of money, so I would strongly encourage you to invest your money in the stock market. Individual stocks, that's probably the best way to make money in the long term from dividends, especially if you invest them in larger companies that you know are going to perform well in the future. You can always do smaller companies. Those are generally higher risk, but they could also have higher returns. So the third and final, another very important way to develop multiple streams of income is to find a hobby you enjoy and find a way to make money from it. There's a lot of things that people enjoy, they do, but they spend a lot of money rather than making any money. So why not try to make money from a hobby that you enjoy? There's so many things that you could do. Just to name a few: farming, logging, Uber driving, YouTube video making, book writing, auto mechanic, welding. The key thing here when you have a hobby that you make money off of, it's very flexible. You have to make sure these hobbies that you can make money off of are very flexible. That way, if you have an emergency that goes on at home, or you're forced to work over what you normally work, you don't have to do the hobby that you make a little bit of money at. You're probably not going to make as much here as you do working the job that you have. But here's the thing, the average person, let's say, works 50 hours a week. That leaves you with 118 hours left. So let's say the average person sleeps for 48 hours, which if you sleep 7 hours a day, that's around 48 hours. So that leaves you with 70 hours remaining to do what you please with your time. Obviously, there's some necessities that you would have to do with your time within that 70 hours. So let's say that leaves you with 50 hours left to do, what you please with your time. Even if you can make $1 an hour working those 50 hours a week, that'd be $50 extra you would make. Generally, most people are more productive than making $1 an hour. So, you can make a few dollars an hour, but it's important that you find something you love and that you can grow at, and that ultimately you can make more at as you get better at it, because you love it so much and you have a passion for it. And maybe someday the hobby will become your 40-hour-a-week job, and maybe someday you'll make more money at this hobby than you would at your actual full-time job. So the key thing to remember here, the three things are: make sure you have a full-time job, make sure you invest in the stock market, and make sure you find a hobby that you can make money at. If you do all those three things, I guarantee you're going to be a wealthy person.